afternoon. This is Cooking with John Benedict Cabaño in Alan's Test Kitchen, episode number 2. So after our first episode, we actually had an increase in our budget. So you'll see in this video the quality has improved, and you know, some of our materials and our ingredients have improved as well. Due to popular demand, meaning, you know, my mom requested a cooking video on my chicken adobo. So because there's one recommendation to do it, we're gonna do it as well. Special shout out to my friends who did the cooking video. My coworker Rachel, one time, you know, I think her and her daughters made this beautiful lumpia. So for chicken adobo is a Filipino dish. There's about 1,000 different variation. That's not an exact number, but it's a number that sounds a lot better than 888. So anyway, but there's a lot of variations in adobo. My version, we call it the perfect chicken adobo. My goal here is to make it as simple as possible so that people who are working can easily put this together without even sparing so much time. You can do this dish within like 30 minutes. There's a lot of like little variances. Your first ingredient is the chicken, right? With the chicken, I like to kind of take out the skin. Because there's a lot of fat in the skin when you boil it. So taking out the fat, the as much as you can. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to do it. Now in some recipes, some people will heat up some oil in the stove and they will like brown the chicken for texture. And I don't like doing it because why? Because I don't have time. I have time. I have to like do a million other things. So we're not gonna do this in this video. Some people will grill it. May give a little bit of crispiness and whatnot, but we're not doing that. And then we have garlic. So garlic is a dish. How much garlic? Roughly around like 5 or 10 cloves. A famous chef once said that if a recipe says 2 cloves of garlic, don't do it. Do 5. That's the Filipino way. Garlic. Anyway, garlic is good for your immune system. It turns off like unwanted attention from vampires, I don't know, but it's really good. And then we have about a teaspoon of peppercorn. This is not an ingredient for adobo. This just accidentally became here. That's our salad for tonight. Some apple cider vinegar. That's what I use. I used to use white vinegar, but I found that the sweetness of the apple cider works. And some sort of soy sauce. There are different types of soy sauce, some better ones and whatnot. This is what I have in hand, so that's what we're going to use. And then some bay leaves. Bay leaves, or also called laurel leaves. Now there's different types of bay leaves. There's like Italian bay leaves and whatnot. So, they're dried, obviously. So how much bay leaves? About a handful. So that's about what we're going to use. We're not going to use all of it. So, if you're ready to cook with me, and we'll go about it. Alan, pause. Bam! So we're at the stove, instant teleportation. First rule of the stove. Oh, by the way, this is sanitary. Make sure that if you're touching chicken and touching everywhere else, that you're like, washing your hands and cleaning that. You don't want to get salmonella. It's not a fish. Salmonella is a bacteria or bacteria, but you don't want to get that unless you have a stockholder on what do you call that? Imodium. All right. First thing, you turn off the stove. You turn on the stove. I like to set it about medium. Medium heat. Catch that, Alan. Check out how much like the fire. See how much of that. What is medium heat?
That's medium.
Yeah, that's medium. That's medium. So now you have your chicken. I'm not gonna brown it. You can, with a little bit of oil, just brown each piece. That's gonna take forever. I don't want to do that. We don't have time. And then the first thing we do is we will put the apple cider. So the quantity that I always use is 1-to-1. So basically 1 part 50-50 of soy sauce. How much? You just want to cover at least half or 3/4. Sorry, 3/4 of the. So 1, and then 1 soy sauce. 1 more apple cider. 1 soy sauce. And then you do this continually until you get to like at least 3/4, a half or 3/4 of the dish. There you go. More apple cider. So you can see how expert I'm doing this.
It's very precise.
This is science, yo. This is almost there. There you go. There you go. How many have we done? Maybe 7? I wasn't counting. Oh, doesn't work. Open a new one. There you go. Let's do 3 at a time. Make it faster. And so that's gonna come out as half already. Do a last one. And then 1 more of that cider. There you go. Afterwards, when we're done with that, we're gonna put our garlic. How much garlic? As I said, a couple of cloves. As much garlic as you want. I like more garlicky the better. So I throw that in there. Peppercorn. Plus there. And then you have your bay leaves. Now you could do the whole bay and crush them. Awesome. Now some people will take these bay leaves out. I usually don't have time for it. We don't have time to take out each bay leaf, so I just toss it there. Why do you crush it? So that it activates. You don't have to crush it. You just have to like take it apart. You know, I think the people who are eating it will probably take it out themselves. You know, I think we're so that's about it. I think it needs a little bit more. I'm gonna add a little bit more again. Like I said, you're just trying to cover at least half to 3/4 of the dish. That's as much as you. There you go. Finished product. See? There you go. Now the nice thing about this dish is after we're done with the dish, this is called a lid. You put the lid there and then you wait 20 minutes or you watch your favorite episode 20-25 minutes and you come back to it. I would crack it a little bit open so that it doesn't like overflow and just like walk away. Seriously, just walk away.
Okay, bye.
Don't think about it. Don't think about it.
Have a nice day.
All right, and then we'll get to the. Alan, pause. Bam. So after about 20 minutes, a little bit give or take, 25. Come see the final product. Boom, chicken adobo. Chicken adobo. So, couple things I want to like talk to you about. Like, this is the basic chicken adobo. So there's a lot of things that you could do. You could like brown, like I said, brown the chicken. You could grill it. You put coconut milk. You put onions. You put sugar. You could put ketchup. Whatever you want. Sometimes you could use for your chicken adobo. You could use pork or lamb or beef and still call it chicken adobo. It's just the way I do it. So the way we serve this, we get some rice here. Let's try this out. If you don't know how to make rice, this is not the video on making rice. You could check that out later on our greatest hits. So you get that chicken adobo like that, a little bit of sauce. As you can see, like I said, just be careful about the peppercorns and also stay away from the leaves. So we're gonna try this out, see how it goes. That's very good. I'm gonna try the chicken. Chicken is cooked. You see? Perfect. So, other key points, you don't want to overcook the chicken because you'll dry out the chicken. We want to keep it like cooked and moist. Remember that after you turn off the burner, it continues to cook on its own like heat when you put the lid on. So you have to like kind of allot for that. If you have any questions, concerns, you could like send, comment below. If you have, if you're Filipino, don't comment below because like you probably have a better chicken adobo than my 30-minute chicken adobo. Yeah, and if you want me to cook other dishes that I probably know, like show you the perfect way of cooking it, or perfect meaning simple. Anything else that I'm forgetting? No.
Smells really good.
All right. Well, we're gonna have some dinner tonight. I hope you guys are enjoying your quarantining. And again, this is John Benedict Abano in the Cooking and Alan's Test Kitchen. Until next episode, whatever that episode may be. See ya. So look at how it's like falling off the bones, basically. That's because of the tender loving care of the heat. Slow heat, anyway. Okay? Falling off the bones to the point that one of them actually barely has meat. Okay?